Hey, what's up, Nerf Herders? So we got some exciting stuff to talk about today. Finally, we're going to get this Mortal Kombat trailer tomorrow morning. Cannot wait. We will definitely be back here to talk about that tomorrow. But they did give us some awesome character posters here, so we're going to kind of go through these here, break some of these down, share our first thoughts with this. We are both extremely pumped for this Mortal Kombat movie, and it is literally right around the corner. So it's about time that we got some stuff to juice it up, as they would say. So if you're new to the Nerf Herder channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click the bell to keep up with the latest for notifications and such. We're going to get right into these characters here. First off, they kick us off with SubZero, and lay it down here, dude. Lay it down.
Yeah, this is awesome, man. So I've been like just super stoked, ready to go for this movie. I've been a little worried because they haven't really done much advertising for it. We got a little bit of a few set photos and things like that a few weeks ago, I think, but nothing else really. And I'm really glad they dropped these character profiles because this one first, Sub-Zero, man, this looks freaking awesome.
The
I
Lin
love
Kuei.
the ice sword. Like that is freaking badass, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And I love the outfit because it's kind of like almost like an old ancient style outfit. Like the
Yeah.
original Mortal Kombat movie was, I mean, it was like a little like at its time, like those were the outfits, but they weren't dated. Like the outfits didn't look like outfits these people would have worn hundreds of years ago. So like looking at this is like some old school samurai shit. I love it.
Yeah, it's cool, man. And what this really reminds me of too is kind of like the later games and everything. Because as the costumes, especially for the ninjas, started evolving, this looks very much
Right.
like Mortal Kombat 10 type Sub-Zero, and the
Right.
ice sword that he's got here too. This is later in the game series as well, so I think that's awesome because we've already had Sub-Zero in the classic outfit, which is awesome. But
Hmm.
to get kind of this later version, you got like the eye here, dude. I love the look in the eye
Yeah.
here. Totally like iced out.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
it
it's a lot more realistic, it feels like
Yeah,
this is something Sub-Zero would have worn hundreds of years ago, which I'm assuming is the origin of his character in this film.
yeah, it's gonna be super cool, man. And we kind of work our way down here. We get Kano.
Kano. Yep.
Dude, Kano looks awesome. I like the new-ish take on him. I think in the original Mortal Kombat movie, he was so cemented, man. They casted the perfect actor where even the video games started to follow that image later on. So I like that
For
as a little
sure.
bit of a step away. I think Kano looks awesome, man. I love it.
Yeah, I think this is a little more realistic too as to what like someone with that kind of I don't know, eye surgery situation would look like.
Right.
He looks a little more realistic as like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what his backstory is going to be in this film, but he looks kind of like an outlaw, you know what I mean? Like just like a
Yeah.
nomad that's just lives off the land and he looks badass, man.
Yeah, and he's got the red eye too. I know there was some concern when they dropped those initial images, if he was going to have kind of like the Cybertronic eye and everything. Looks like it's there, he just doesn't have the actual eye plate going over it, which maybe that's something that gets ripped off at some point, or they're just going for a little bit of a different take, but he does have the red eye.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
right
I
there.
mean, he's got the scars, so maybe there's going to be a fight scene where that scarring just gets ripped off and you just see the metal plate right there. We
Right,
don't know
right.
what's under the skin yet, so that looks dope.
It's a good point. Yeah, totally, dude. We'll carry on here, and next we've got Mileena.
Mileena, dude.
My first thought on this, dude,
Yeah.
does her face? I mean, I know, it's part of canon with how she actually looks, but just that facial image right here with the way she looks, does that not remind you of the Evil Dead remake when she's like slicing her face open with the glass, like when she
It
turns her
does.
head?
It does. This is so honestly, my first thought of this was Queen of the Damned, bro.
Oh yeah, I can see
She
that too, dude.
she looks like Queen of the Damned Aaliyah as a vampire. Like, but I
Yeah,
like that because I love her character in the games. She pulls that mask off and it's like
yeah,
these
dude.
big ass teeth. So I think this is awesome, man. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I love the look, man. I can't wait to see kind of like the full costumes for all these because getting these kind of like quarter glimpses of everything is it's very enticing. So I can't wait to see like everything moving in motion once that trailer drops tomorrow.
For sure.
But she looks cool, man. And I'm gonna keep on rocking down here. And this is someone I'm pumped for is Kung Lao, dude. It's gonna be so cool to get a live action Kung Lao, and I hope we get a dope fatality with the hat. We have to.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you see that like as the image kind of like moves around, you see that sharp light, glistening off of the edge of the hat. So
Right,
you know
right.
it's like going to be just a badass, like, cut someone's head off or something.
Yeah, I hope we get it, dude. And this is very traditional looking Kung Lao, man. This is like
Yeah.
the very traditional costume, which is cool. Kung Lao's such a badass character, dude. So to finally get a live action version of him is going to be really, really nice.
Yep.
Cool, man. Yeah, Kung Lao's looking good.
I like
Keep
it.
And here we got our new boy on the block, Cole Young. And this
Yeah.
is
So
who we're going to kind of watch the movie through, is this new character here.
this is, yeah. So I guess this is going to be the hero, or, who it centers around.
Right?
I'm really enticed. I'm really interested. He kind of seems like a Johnny Cage type, right? Like he's a martial artist. He's kind of a nobody in this, at least it seems. But I do like how they have the dragon brand on his chest there.
Yep.
I wonder how that gets there. Like, is that something he gets in this film when he enters into this tournament? Like, do they brand him with the insignia? It looks pretty cool though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm intrigued by that too, dude. And I wonder, because obviously no Johnny Cage has been talked about. So if they're for sure not bringing Johnny Cage into this, since this guy is like an ex-Cage fighter who gets brought in, you almost wonder if like his stage name or nickname is going to be Johnny Cage, finding a clever way to still tie that name into it, even though it's not the Johnny Cage as we know it.
Yep.
Be interesting to see what they do with that. But I'm excited for it. I know a lot of people kind of had some negative thoughts about, well, we've got all this, great lore and all these amazing characters. Why are we not following their story? I think even though we're going to see this primarily through Cole as our main character, they're not going to shortchange us with everything. I just think he's going to be our vessel taking us through, and we're still going to get plenty of everybody else. I don't think we're going to get shortchanged on anybody else, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, I'm in a full agreement with you on that. To be honest with you, I don't really want to see a story centered around any of our already established characters from this, franchise. Like the original two Mortal Kombat movies did a really good job of telling a lot of their stories.
Right.
I'm sure this is going to kind of press the reset button on some of the origins. They kind of want to make it their own, and it's smart to make it your own. You don't want to just, rehash the same thing every time you put something out.
Right.
And I think giving us a nobody character that we don't know anything about really gives them a chance to build a more original tale around, right? We don't have to then worry about the whole argument, well, you're changing their origin or you're changing their backstory. No, this is a fresh person. We don't know anything about him, so it's going to give them the opportunity to play with that a little bit more.
Yep. Yeah, and I think it'd be kind of neat. They did a similar thing in the games. Oh boy, I can't remember if it was Deadly Alliance or maybe the one that followed that. But nevertheless, they had a quick story mode in there for this character, Shujinko, which you basically kind of take him through story. And it was really cool because you're seeing us through this brand new character who you were able to play with once you got through it all.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you played those old wrestling games and you create your own character.
Right.
It's
right.
Like the same concept. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. And then we've got our sorcerer himself, man, Shang Tsung. And this is a very interesting look, dude.
This is my favorite one, bro. This is my favorite one.
He looks sinister, dude.
Yeah, he looks so evil. And I'm just going to look closer here. I love his chest plate because it's like almost like he's got like people's souls stamped on there, dude, with the green eyes.
Right.
It's so dope, bro. This is the coolest.
He's like layered with like multiple Necronomicons, dude, like building
that's
around
what I'm saying,
him.
dude. How cool is that? Imagine, bro, if his armor is made of human skin or some shit. That would be freaking crazy. But yeah, no, this is super cool. I love this, man.
Yeah, he looks awesome, dude. And the one thing that I was really concerned with the Shang Tsung side of things is it was such perfect cast. Dude, the original Mortal Kombat, almost everybody was a perfect casting, but Shang Tsung, was just, it's so hard to top that, dude. And this, he looks good, man.
Yeah.
He looks really good, and the green looks perfect. It's going to be cool to kind of see some of these powers on display since that's the one thing we didn't get much of in the original. So I love that they're kind of showcasing that right off the bat here with the green. That's super dope, man. And then this, dude, I love the look of this too on Sonya Blade, man. Sonya looks so dope.
Yeah, I'm super pumped on her too, man.
Yep, absolutely, man. She looks good. I love the purple, kind of surrounding here with these embers coming up and stuff. But she looks awesome, like totally ready to take the fight on, dude. And just Sonya's always got that hard ass attitude, and this is looking right up that alley, which I love. Classic outfit too, which I love.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, looking super good there. And then we got our boy Liu Kang.
Yeah, the OG.
It's
I like
crazy.
his outfit too because this is like I said earlier. This is all these outfits feel a little bit more realistic. They feel a little bit more traditional as to this is what someone like that would wear
Right.
in maybe like an ancient kung fu tournament, right?
Right.
He's wearing a tattered old shirt, and I love that. Like it just feels very very old school.
Yep, I agree, man. And I love seeing the powers on display again because we got like the tiny teaser of that at the end of the first Mortal Kombat, man. Like just at the very end, and it wasn't even like
Yeah.
a full fireball. It was just kind of the hit just created a little bit of an extra spark to it when he dropped Shang Tsung down. So to see this on display, I am super excited to see some like full blown Liu Kang going hardcore in this, dude. Like that's gonna be
Dude.
so killer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Awesome, man. And then we've got Mr. Lord Raiden.
Lord Raiden.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this
Yeah.
one looks dope too, man.
Looks awesome, dude. And this is kind of like a later outfit too in the later games and everything, especially with the staff and stuff.
Yep.
It's gonna be hard, dude. We talked about this earlier. I mean, briefly through text, but it's man, topping what Christopher Lambert brought, just the presence of what he brought for Raiden's gonna be tough. I really hope we get to see Raiden in like some super super like some great choreographed fight sequence or something, kind of like what we got in the second Mortal Kombat when he was going against like all the noob Cybots and stuff. That was a
Yep.
dope sequence. But I want to see like Raiden like full blown, dude, full blown,
Yeah. Yeah,
like
we need to
you know,
have dude, we have to have like a full blown like I don't know, something like just total lightning bolt action, kind of like Thor style, just summon the lightning from above and just fry someone's ass, dude.
seriously, it's Raiden, dude. Ah,
Yeah, you got to have a big moment for him.
yeah, they better spike that hard, man, because Raiden, you don't mess with Raiden, dude.
Yep.
And then we got Jax, man, with the cybernetic arms, which is so cool. Would look a lot better than he did in the last movie, which just like these plastic, like these
it's
plastic
like
arm covers.
it's like Jason X like arm covers, like
Yeah,
just
dude.
so like I don't know, just so 90s. But this is dope, dude. I love these cybernetic arms. They look spot on. I love the outfit with the dog tags, so he's got that military background and he's going to link up with Sonya Blade. That's going to be sick.
Yeah,
He looks really good too. I think he looks definitely the part.
yeah, dude, perfect, man. And the arms, I love the look of the arms, man. They look they got that T800 kind of a feel too, just like a
Yeah.
bulked up T800.
Yeah,
I love it.
they look kind of weathered too, like he's seen some shit. Like
Yeah, dude.
this isn't going to be his first rodeo with these arms. Like he's used them before. So
Yeah, we'll see if they put him up against Mataro again. uh, and then we got Scorpion. Did they just add this?
no, this was in the first drop.
Oh, okay, because I didn't see Scorpion earlier. Sick. All right, this is my first time seeing Scorpion, dude. Well,
Yeah.
okay, you know what I love about this, dude, is the spear.
Yep. Yeah,
It's
he's
the
just kind of holding it.
one, and it's the traditional
The traditional,
spear.
right?
That's awesome. I kind of I liked what they did with it in the first Mortal Kombat. I thought it was a clever idea, but
Hmm.
this is awesome.
Yeah, I think this is a little, going back to the whole realism thing. I think this is a little cooler the way they did this, and I like his hood. I think that brings a cool element to his outfit. I like
Yep.
the armor there on his shoulder is really dope. He
Yeah,
just
dude.
looks all around badass, and I hope he whips that sword out, dude. That
Oh
sword,
yeah,
bring that shit versus the ice sword. Like give us some cool action there.
dude. Totally, man. And this is again. They went with kind of a more modern Scorpion design
Hmm.
from the video game side of things, which is cool. That's going to be really awesome. I can't wait to see how they're going to set up SubZero and Scorpion in this. From what I've heard, is that the movie's going to kick in with that whole sequence to kind of tell their backstory, which to see a proper live action version of that, if that is the case, is going to be awesome, and it's going to be like fatality central, man. Like I have a feeling they're just going to start this movie off with a bang, dude, and like we're going to see some dope stuff. But it makes you wonder if Scorpion is going to be in allegiance with Shang Tsung, or if he's going to kind of be playing that anti-hero role where ultimately he's going to go against Shang Tsung and Sub-Zero because of that. So that'll be interesting, because before,
Yeah.
him and Sub-Zero were underneath Shang Tsung's command straight up, and in this, all they've said is that Sub-Zero is Shang Tsung's ultimate fighter. So Scorpion might be on his own quest, which is going to be an interesting way to kind of take this too, if he sides with the good guys, so to speak.
It would be cool. I think, from the visuals we got, the early on photos, you see Scorpion and Sub-Zero fighting, but they don't have their masks on. They're in their traditional old attire, like village people back like hundreds of years ago, just battling, just straight up. And Scorpion, has the spear, and he's like about to impale, Sub-Zero with it. And you wonder, okay, if they're going to open with that, like who's going to die? You know what I mean? Like, does one of them get killed off, and then like we pick up our story, a couple hundred years later in the present?
Right.
Like, how are they going to play into that? But if Sub-Zero is Shang Tsung's, like minion, then you wonder, maybe he kills Scorpion, and then Scorpion comes back to life somehow, and he plays that anti-hero role like you're saying, dude. That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, and if they do this, if they keep that according to lore and legend with everything, then yeah, Sub-Zero is 100% going to mess him up like really bad, and not just him, but the family and like his whole clan. Like it's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
If they do it the way that it should be done. But what would be really cool too is if they're planning. I would hope. I hate when movies do this, but in this case, I would be okay with it because you can't tell all of Mortal Kombat's story in one movie. So if they leave threads in there to open this up to continue the story with sequels, it'd be really cool if there's a little bit of a hint towards Quan Chi in here when, Scorpion does get killed off and like what that's like and him coming into contact with Quan Chi. If they're going to start building to see where this goes, furthermore out. But, dude, these all look so good, dude.
Yeah,
all of these look awesome.
Everything looks freaking crazy. I don't know if they've announced it, but what I would love to see is like kind of a sleeper, just like pops in, dude, that no one's expecting. Give me a Goro, bro.
Dude.
Give me a fucking Goro, dude.
Yeah.
I want to see a big ass, Goro just ripping people apart with his arms. Just give me something so sick,
dude.
Because I loved the original Goro. Creature, you know what I mean? Like,
that was awesome,
the effects
dude.
they did with that was sweet, but it seems like they're doing everything so well in this with all the costume design. They could make a badass one, dude.
Yeah, I agree, man. There's that one image with Jax that they showed where that could be Goro, maybe Shao Kahn, who he's kind of standing from. You don't get a clear image, but it's definitely a big figure standing right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be cool to see who we don't know about for sure that's getting pulled into this, dude. And I'm curious where this takes place in the timeline. Like, are they staying to the lore a little bit? Are they going to go off on their own route? Because, if we're following Cole with all of this here, are we in the tournament side, or did Liu Kang already save Earthrealm and now this is the invasion storyline that we're going to get, and that's where Cole comes in with, it's I'm really intrigued to see what the actual timeline where this takes place within like the Mortal Kombat game lore. Yeah, can't wait for that trailer tomorrow.
So many answers that we need from this, and hopefully the trailer doesn't give too much away. That's always my worry with trailers these days. Is it's like, all right, we just showed you the whole movie in 2 minutes, so I'm hoping they give me just a little tickle, a little taste of what I need, but don't give me too much, man. Let me go in there blind. I want to know what happens.
Dude, I agree, man. We'll see what happens come tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow talking about that trailer 100%. So that's it, guys. That's the character posters that we have gotten today. Plenty of eye candy for sure, especially if you're a Mortal Kombat fan. I mean, just seeing these characters. We've been playing these games for so many years, and you play the same characters over and over, and you get so excited every time you get to see them. And it's just like, well, I just bought the damn thing 2 years ago for $60, but it's still exciting. These characters are so iconic. So to see this stuff is great. And we'll be back. We'll talk about the trailer tomorrow. We are very excited, of course. And again, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave some comments down below. I'd love to know your thoughts on any of these posters here. Who's your favorite Mortal Kombat characters? And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So we'll catch you later.